Welcome to Tome Travelers. My name is Erica, and I will be your guide today. Today, I'm doing the Booktube Newbie Tag. So to get to know me, let's answer these questions. So first, I have to look down at the questions. Why did you start this channel? Well, for the longest time I wanted to do a YouTube channel. Mostly it was going to be about what's already out there about true subscriber scary stories. Like people being stalked, kidnapped, had an encounter with a cryptid, maybe an alien, even creepypastas. So much was out there. So I just wanted to narrate and not show this face. But then I thought about it. I go, what do you really love besides scary stories? And I thought, I love books. Books is the first thing. I love them. So I did some research. I started looking at different booktubers and I went down a rabbit hole. And I have a lot of people I'm subscribed to and that I love, and I love, you know, listening to them. Some of them I listen to and I may not share their love of what they like, but I love listening to them. And some of them, they do actually recommend a good book. So I love getting book recommendations. My wish list has expanded, but it has diversified as well because of these people. So number 2, what are some fun and unique things you can bring to BookTube? Besides my personality, which is unique, I have some challenges or readathons that I want to put out there and try if it's not already been done. So I'm looking forward to doing that and seeing if people will do those. And if not, that's okay. These are just challenges for me then. But it's up to you. I mean, if you want to do them, you can do them too. So number 3, what are you most excited about this new channel? It's something different. It's new to me. It's something I've never done before. I've never put myself out there besides like on other social medias like Facebook. And I'm not going to give you that. I do have an Instagram. I am on Goodreads. I'll put those down in the description below. And a different email for this channel, of course. If you want to email me or whatever. That's fine with me. But I'm just something new for me. I love it. So number 4. What challenges do you think starting a booktube channel will be the hardest to overcome? Probably trying to film. I work still. In this pandemic, I have never stopped going into the office. We are very much needed where I'm at. No, I do not work in a hospital. I will say I work for a medical billing center. So we are definitely needed and needed in the building. So my time is there, and then children, of course. I have to take care of my babies. I have 2 boys, both under the age of 10. That much I will tell you. And so I will probably film in the evenings or on weekends that they're not with me. And doing it that way. So the filming's going to be hard to do. Other than that, I don't think I should have a problem being consistent unless certain things come up in my life that I cannot control. But other than that, it should be easy. So number 5 is, when did you start reading? That's easy for me. I started reading when I was 3 years old. Yes, I can remember that. One of my first few memories was at 3 years old I could read a book. And that was exciting to me because I could read and go to a different place in my life. And that's why, you know, that's the other question. Why do you love reading? Which is number 6. Number 5 and number 6 go together. So when I started reading, it was a good way to escape, even at 3. But it's an adventure. When you're 3 years old, where can you really go? Nowhere. So it was nice to go on little Disney adventures because those were the books. So I started reading when I was 3, and number 6 is why do you love reading? Because escapism is one of them. And even as an adult, there are places I can't travel to right now because of a pandemic or limited income. So, you know, it's a great way to escape. Plus, you learn things. Even if it's fiction, you still learn something. You gain experience from a fictional book. Nonfiction, fiction, whatever book. You're still learning something new. I love learning something new. I love the experience. I love to gain knowledge. It's never stopped. Yes, I did. I'm a nerd. I loved school. but there were certain things in school I hated. Math was one of them. I am terrible at math. I mean, I'm a lot better with my simple math and maybe some algebra, but I can't go farther than that. Sorry. So, what book or series got you into reading? Now, many of you will say Harry Potter, because at that time, you were young. I was a lot older, so sorry. There are at least 2 series that I can think of from my childhood. And I can't explain the one very well, but at 5 years old, and in my elementary school, that little library there, they had these paper-thin yellow books. And each book was about a different part of the country, a different continent. Like, one was about Native American folklore. The other one was about African folklore. The United States legends like Paul Bunyan, which, boo. Greek mythology, Roman mythology. I mean, it was different. I think there was South American legends, and they were paper thin. I mean, they were really thin. I don't even know how many pages or how many stories they had in there, but it really got me interested in reading different places. I think there was even one about Eskimos. But I remember the Native American culture, the African culture, the United States folklore about Paul Bunyan and the others. And I'm really trying to think. I don't know what they're called. I don't know if they were published in the 1980s or before me, which would have been the 1970s. Could have been even sooner. I mean, they had all types of books in that library, and I remember those. My other favorite series is the Disney series that my mom bought me, and it would come either every week or every month. I'm not really sure. And my favorite out of that series was Sleeping Beauty. I loved it. That was the first book that I could read all by myself, without missing a beat. But there were other ones like Donald and Mickey and Minnie, and there was Bambi, Lady and the Tramp, 101 Dalmatians. I mean, these were all based on the older movies. Nothing newer that I can recall. So that leads to, what kind of books do you like? Pretty much everything, with the exception of the romance genre. I mean, where romance is the main focus and not like maybe a subplot or a subgenre, which is, I'm fine with that if it's not the main focus. But I don't care for romance that much, but I will try. I'm always up for trying something new, and I will. But I'm not interested right now. My main right now is, of course, because it's getting ready for October and everything, is horror, thriller, mystery. I love sci-fi. I love fantasy. I mean, I really like everything. The cover will catch me first. The plot of the book better catch me next, because if not, then I'm like, it's a beautiful cover, maybe not for me. So I've learned my lesson before. I've gotten bitten before. But I pretty much like everything. I'm an omnivore. So where do you like to read? Well, I like to read here, in my bed, in my bedroom. Most of the time, this is where I'm at. I do have a chair in my room that sometimes I will read. I definitely love to read out by the pool when it's beautiful out. So, but mainly it's here. And it's more comfortable and not hot. In fact, I'm kind of cold because of the air conditioning, so that's why I have my hoodie on. Last but not least, what questions would you ask your favorite booktubers? I don't have any questions right now. If I do, with the process of this whole thing and getting everything ready, or I run into a snafu, there are probably booktubers I could ask to help me out. But I'll figure it out, and if I really can't, then I'll ask somebody. But I do want to do a shout out to all my favorite booktubers that I'm subscribed to, that I really respect and I love their book recommendations, and you should check them out too. I will have their links down below in the description. Please subscribe to them. They are awesome people. So here we go. It's a long list. I have to take a deep breath for this. Ashley at Bookish Realm, Mara at Books Like Whoa, Erica at The Broken Spine, Kayla at Books and Lala, Nika at Neeks, Deidre at Shade Tree Reads, Danny at Spinelli Speaks, Sandy at Sandy Golston Booktube, Alex at Pugs and Paperbacks, Joel at Fictional Fates, Cameron at Rather Be Reading, Krista at Books and Jams, Josh at Josh's Bookish Voyage, Cody at Cody's Book Corner, Bethany at Beautifully Bookish Bethany. That's a tongue twister. Leanne at Leanne's Library, Starla at Starla Reads, Gavin at How to Train Your Gavin, Allison at Al Reads, Will at The Book Barrel, and Katie at Books and Things. These are all people I really respect, love, and adore. So please go and subscribe to them. And subscribe to me too if you really like me and want to learn more. I will have more out soon. I'm working on my September TBR and the challenge for September. And I will hopefully have that out soon, and maybe some book reviews from the past before I started this channel that I've been reading throughout this year. Or I may wait till the end of the year as a yearly book review. Depends on the mood, I guess. So thank you for stopping by, and I hope you come back soon, and I will welcome you if you do. Bye for now.